Was wondering why the top of the sugarcane wasn't falling down. And now all the sugar's back. Okay, well, it's fine.
Alright, so what the hell was that?
Oh, just a server hiccup.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, when you harvest sugar, just hit the middle of the stalk, and then that causes the middle and top to fall down, and then you leave the bottom so that it'll restore itself.
Got it.
It's like, did you ever see a movie called Cider House Rules?
Dude, when I was like a teenager, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
It was pretty cool.
Wasn't like Claire Danes in that or some shit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When I was like 16, I probably saw that. Alright, let's see.
It just reminded me of the kid learning to pick apples, and he's like, "Don't pick two crops of apples at the same time." You know?
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I saw Lincoln, and it was just so. I mean, it was Spielberg, and I know Spielberg can do something gritty and controversial or dark, but he didn't. He pussed out, and he made this sappy, almost like historical
What did
propaganda.
Spielberg ever do that was controversial and
Well,
dark?
okay, no, I mean, he could do gritty in the form of like some of the war movies and shit.
Exactly.
And wasn't Schindler's List also Spielberg?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I don't know, but I would doubt it.
Well, anyway, the point is he's just such sappy. I mean, it was just bad. I mean, it was like a Jane Austen novel or some shit. It was so dry, but then he just pussed out when it came to anything even remotely controversial about Lincoln or the war or how it's just.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I just heard nothing but bad shit about that movie. So.
Yeah.
God damn it, these chickens. You quit fucking hovering around me. I'm not gonna feed you. I hate you.
Now chickens.
Anything, I'm gonna hit you in the head with a shovel.
Chickens, you can breed them in two ways. One is to feed them seeds, and then they'll breed like any other animal. The other is to take eggs.
I want to do that. I want to feed them seeds.
Do you have any?
I got pumpkin seeds. Will that work?
I don't know.
Or
They do. They do. Yeah.
Seeds. Wait, I got regular seeds.
I thought it was just wheat seeds. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go nuts. Feed them.
Seeds. Hey! Look at them. They see it. Here, eat. Goddammit. How do you do this again?
Just keep tapping right click. Eventually, you'll find. I fed a couple of them. There's another box of chickens over to your right and down a bit.
Well, I just poked a hole in the floor.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's bad. That's not supposed to happen. Hey, look, though. We're reproducing them.
Why won't it place? Hey, do you have a plank or a dirt?
Hold up right now, dude. It's. God damn it! It won't work again.
I can't either. I'm trying to place.
Hey,
Oh wait, pumpkins. Okay, throw me one. Throw me one. Oh, there, finally. Christ on a cracker. What?
See?
I think a couple are chickens.
Bitch. It ain't my fault.
Well, some lucky traveler on the ground is gonna find some chicken pate.
Right now, seriously, though, I do want to feed the goddamn chickens.
Right click. Don't left click. You must have left clicked and.
No, I'm like right click.
Okay, yeah, I've actually fed a lot of these. Here, come over here. Come up.
Where are you?
Climb up out of the pit.
Alright.
Here's some chickens I haven't fed.
Okay. Right click, yes?
Yes. Look right at
The
them.
chickens,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Ah, there we go.
And just keep right clicking and looking around.
Cool. We're gonna have a lot of chickens.
But I mean, it was really bad actually because everybody in the movie act as though they already know everything that's going to happen. They act like they know exactly how the war is going to play out. They act exactly like they know that race relations are going to change and so forth. And this one, like at the very beginning, these black soldiers are like, "Hey, maybe in this amount of time we'll have this and this and that, and maybe the status quo will change in all kinds of ways." And I'm like, people at the time, I mean, if you as a white person went back in time and said, "Hey, yeah, in the future there's going to be a black president," every single black person, free or slave, would think that you lost your fucking mind.
Yeah.
But the characters in this movie, they act like, "Oh yeah, it's sure, yeah."
Yeah, it's completely feasible.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just so stupid. He just,
Yeah,
like I said,
horrid. Yeah.
um,
Do
I
we
mean,
have enough chickens yet?
you got
I got some crazy shit going on over here in this chicken coop.
chicken orgy.
Alright.
Like,
Yeah.
did you watch Gangs of New York?
Never saw it.
Oh, dude, that's a good one. It's also got Daniel
Everybody
Day-Lewis.
tells me how good that movie is. I've just never watched
It is. Okay, well, here's the funny thing. Daniel Day-Lewis plays Lincoln in Lincoln, but in Gangs of New York, it takes place during the Civil War, and he's a mob leader. He leads a street gang, right? And he throws like a Bowie knife right at a poster of Lincoln, and then he's telling a bunch of Union soldiers, "That's right, boys, go and die for your blackie friends." And I thought, see, that's, I mean, it was what was his name? I think Coppola or something did it, and it got a little bit cartoonish in a few places, but for the most part, it was pretty. It did gritty quite well. You know, they pulled it off quite well, and they didn't shy away from portraying casual bigotry. You know,
Right.
but in they actually use.
So they didn't do that in Lincoln?
No, they did in a few places, but even then, it was completely unrealistic. Like there
So
were a
it
couple.
wasn't like a Blazing Saddles kind of thing?
Well, no, I mean like a couple of people use the word nigger.
Because, just once I want to hear Tommy Lee Jones say, "Don't use a good horse, send the nigger." I just want to hear Tommy Lee Jones say that just one time.
Well, a couple of people say nigger in the movie, but it sounds so forced. You know what I mean? The actors don't use it like they're people at the time who would have used that word all the time.
Well, that's the thing. Is like nowadays, you know what it is? We're like super embarrassed that that's what happened. Like,
Yeah.
Louis C.K. said it the best. He's like, it wasn't that long ago that we thought it was cool to just buy and sell people, right? That wasn't a long time ago. We're not that great because just a couple hundred years ago we were like, hey, yeah, it's cool. You can buy this person from me. That's not a problem, right? So it's like we're not that special, but we want to feel special. So it's like whenever we have to reenact the shitty things we did 10 minutes ago. I mean, imagine if that's what you had to do. You did something really horrible 20 minutes ago, right? And now you have to reenact it for an audience that wasn't there to see it. I just slapped the shit out of my wife 20 minutes ago, and I made a huge ass of myself. Everybody come in and watch me reenact it, right? So it wasn't that long ago. So now everybody's super embarrassed about it, and that's all it is.
Yeah.
They just don't want to do it. So they're all squeamish. And that's pretty much where we're at.
Yeah, but I mean, they try so hard and fail. They try to say, "Oh, we're not squeamish about it," but I mean, when the few white characters who use the N-word use it, they don't use it the way we use they would have used it then, which is
right
casually
that it happened right?
all the time. Right. Well, what I'm saying is
more educated nowadays. That's
well, but
all.
but the thing is, when a white person back in the day said the word nigger before breakfast, and there was no anger in it. There was no anger in it at all.
Man. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I told you the Wesley Snipes story, right?
No.
Are you kidding me? I've never told you the Wesley Snipes story about the video store and the cardboard cutout.
No.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well, this is the perfect opportunity, and it's very funny. So here it is. While I'm feeding the chickens on my farm, what better time to be racist? Um, Here's the thing. I grew up in this little suburb, right? And we had like our own independently owned VHS video store, right? This girl in the neighborhood owned the video store, right?
Okay.
And so it was Thanksgiving one year. I was probably like 10 or 11 years old, and my literally clan member uncle came over for Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, true fucking story. Like he was one of these like down through the bloodline clan member assholes, right? He worked for Philip Morris, and like back in the 90s, he was still telling people that cigarettes were fine and they wouldn't give you cancer, right? He was that kind of asshole. So he comes out for Thanksgiving dinner, and somehow my mother, in all of her wisdom, sent him to this local video store with me to go pick out a movie. Well, I used to hang out at this video store all the time and play video games with the owner's kid, and we were really cool and like well known and all that around the store. So I bring my racist clan member uncle into the video store. Now at the time there was a movie coming out called Sugar Hill starring Wesley Snipes, and they had one of those cardboard cutouts that sat out in the lobby of the video store to advertise the movie. So we pick out whatever movies we're picking out. I probably got some dumbass kid shit, and my uncle got whatever they wanted him to bring back. And on it, he pays for everything. And on his way out of the video store, he grabs the cardboard cutout of Wesley Snipes and he puts it under his arm, and he starts to walk out of the front door with it. At which point, the girl that owns the video store goes, "Hey, hey, 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 where are you going? Like, where are you going with my shit? Like, what are you doing?" And he looks at her and he goes, "I gotta take this home." And she goes, "Why?" He goes, "Target practice." And that's the kind of fucking family I had. So yeah, there you go. That's a true fucking story. That is exactly how it went down. He actually he was always the guy who was like, smoking is never gonna be bad for you or whatever. And he died of like the worst kind of goddamn lung cancer. It's kind of funny. Like I didn't feel bad at all. They're like, "Well, George got cancer and he refused to get treatment. Now he's dead." I was like, "Well, that's good."
It's like he's stepped up his apologism is like, cancer's not bad for you.
Yeah, I mean, he really was. Like he would like tell me when I was a kid, "Don't you listen to these people. Smoking's not bad for you." He's like, "Dude, I haven't even tried yet. Like, you're already trying to kill me." And he was like super racist and just a horrible human being all around. Yeah, I'm super glad he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, like, that was the thing is, back in the day, there was no association between being a mean-spirited person and racism.
No, not at all.
Right, but I mean, it's just, their portrayal in Lincoln is just such a modern portrayal, you know, and like I said, you know, there's this one character, probably one of the most unrealistic lines of the movie, is this guy says, they're talking about emancipation and the 13th Amendment and all that, and he's saying, "I hate them, all black people." And I thought, see, a white person back then wouldn't say that. They didn't hate, I mean, modern racists hate black people because they have a chip on their shoulder.
Right.
Back in the day, what reason would you have had?
It wasn't even a hatred thing for the most part. It was a superiority complex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, nowadays you have just white trash who's trying to look for a scapegoat.
Yeah, and they're just mad because they can't be like legitimately racist anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. Well, I mean, the kind of racism that you're describing doesn't exist. Well, it does exist, but it's not as openly accepted anymore, and people get bitter about it. So now it's just hate.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just anger. It's like bitterness, and so that's
right.
What
But that here's the thing. Like, did you ever see The Color Purple?
Yeah. Again.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah, and then this lady walks up to Oprah Winfrey and says, "Oh, you're adorable. Would you like to be my maid?" That that kind of racism, where it's just taken for granted by everyone. That's gone, but obviously there's still. So it's just a very different scene. But like I said, everything about Lincoln is done entirely from the modern perspective. There's no. It's just completely unrealistic. It breaks your immersion constantly. It just becomes like a film you'd watch in a homeroom of a high school. It's not.
Yeah,
I mean, it's terrible. Gangs of New York, however, is really shows like how shitty things could be, and how yeah, Gangs of New York is an awesome movie. Like I said, it's a little bit cartoonish and over the top in some places, but for the most part, it just doesn't pull its punches. Corruption shows how, I mean, like a lot of people talk about the good old days, but it shows how high crime really was in some places. How it's just a fun movie overall, and the character that Lewis plays in that is just excellent.
Alright, let's see here. Which window? I guess I'll start with the front. Keeping up with the Kardashians over here.
The Kardashians.
The neighbors have the glass windows, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool, but
Oh,
I got a different idea.
so you got a plot in town?
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking around the treehouse for you.
No.
Okay, which town do you know?
Not a clue. It's like as soon as you go to the spawn, there's a little sign that's like new plots over here, available plots, and then you stand on that, and then that's pretty much where I went.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not that complicated. It's like as soon as you enter that, you go all the way up until you can't. I don't think you can walk forward anymore, and then you take that right. Right, like you go all as far as you can go, and then you take a right, and then you're on that. Then that street you're on is where I'm at.
Someone built a house out of melons the way I did, but it's just a perfect condominium.
Yeah, I saw
style
that
building.
actually. Yeah, I saw that before.
Looks kind of ridiculous when it's not a melon shape, but to each his own.
Damn you. You go there. Oh. Okay.
So I walk forward till you can't walk forward, and then you can only turn left. Is that right?
Yeah, whichever way you can turn, and then I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come out and stand in the street.
I see you.
Oh, do you? Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, that. Your neighbor's house is a bit simple, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I mean that's half the game when it comes to building is looking at what other people did and saying, okay, well I want that and this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So you got your own place. Awesome.
Yeah, just fuck it around. Yeah, at this point, and seeing what I can do with it. Let's see here. Oh, don't you big dumbass! Fucking went over my own staircase. Knew I should have built another way up on the back side of this damn thing.
Well, do you remember how to craft actual stair blocks?
No, actually I don't.
What you can do is, well, I mean, I can show you the recipe and all that stuff if you put in a mod rec and get me build rights here.
Okay, how do I do that?
Just go / mod rec space and then say could someone give Noja build rights on my block?
Give Noja my plots. Help I spelled plot correctly. Okay, here we go. Someone give Noja build rights on my plot. Okay, yeah. Okay, request has been filed. Now, let's see if I can't stack these damn things. For some reason, I can't stack glass on that top row.
So did you put your set home here?
Yes.
Oh. Well, that means your set home at the tree might be gone.
I mean, is there a way to... can you have more than one?
I think you can if you go / set home space and then name your set home. I think builders like yourself get 2. When you get membership, you can have 4. But I mean, it would have been better if you had kept your home in the tree and then used the spawn to get here.
Oh, see, I didn't know I could do that. I thought spawn was basically the same spot.
No, spawn is always in that plaza.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, I can't set. I mean, can I set I can't set a spawn to a different location, right?
it's gonna wound. It's
Yeah,
gonna wind up.
the spawn's always going to be the same, but homes can be wherever.